So this is my fuel generator setup that I'm currently running for my factory, basically my startup factory. So I'm gonna explain today how we can set up an easy or very efficient fuel generator system like this. It's pretty big, at about 100,000 megawatts. So I'm gonna explain it straightforward. So first, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, my jetpack, okay, okay. So this is my factory and I am using about 3300 oil. That's 2 pure nodes from the swamp and couple of nodes from around here somewhere, I don't know. That's around 3300 fuels. I mean crude oil. It's coming from all this. This is a 600 one. This line. I think this line is 300. That's going to that setup. So I'm gonna explain how we can set up this. So what I basically did is I splitted the 3300 into 5 600 and 1 300 line. So that is 3000 plus 300. All that is split into, that is 5 600 line and 1 300 line. This is the 300 line and that is the 1 600. Another 1 600 and I have to do 2 more. So I have done this system but I haven't hooked up. So I will explain from here. Okay, let me just start this. So what basically happens here is this is 600 line and there's some load balancing, and the 600 line is split into 8 refineries. Each refineries I'll show you is fully overclocked. That takes 75 per minute, so producing 100 residue. So we are using that alternate recipe in the blenders. These I individually hooked up all this for 8 refineries. I use 8 blenders, and for each blender we require around this 166 water per minute. That's going into this. That's 200 water and 100. That's not fully overclocked, only 200%, producing around 600 fuel. So basically this each refinery is like this. Go over here to this blender. This blender produces 200, so there is 8 blenders and total there is 1600 fuel. So 1600 fuel is generated here. So my fuel setup is like this. I splitted this 1600, so each generator use around 12 fuels per minute, right? So I split it into it's 1600. I'll show you. 1600 divided by 12, that's around 133. But there is not but I haven't done a 133 setups. What I did is I did 128 fuel generators. That's 128 into 12. So that's the amount of fuel I am using currently. But the other is put as reserve. So basically how I do it is from each blender the 200 fuel is pumped into this buffer. I use this industry buffer because what I did is the fuel comes from the blender and I just let it fill up to full. This entire setup consists of 16 fuel generators. Actually one setup should need, that is 200 fuel requires around 16.67, so 0.67 generator I have used. So this is 8 here, 8 here, that is 16. Why I use this setup is, why I use this buffer here is, when this fills up, that is full, that is, we are not using all this 200 fuel that is coming from here. We are neglecting, that is some fuel is left out. So this buffer will stay filled all the time. So when we hook this up, that is which I am going to do, when we hook this up, the fuel will pass through this entire line and to there. So this pipe will act as 600, even though only 200 is coming from there. So all this will get filled in, and we don't face that problem where some generators randomly choose to shut down. It doesn't happen. Within some time, all this system will get filled up, and as I said, there is some residual fuel that's been generated that will get collected over time, and this buffer will always remain filled up. This will go to about here, and that will start filling up, and this buffer always remain filled, and we get a continuous flow, and all the generators behind doesn't get shut down. So how I did this setup is, there is actually four rows, and four here. So I have done two here, and I have to complete this. So this is my setup.